Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the all-new Brunello Cucinelli Jarad sunglasses. Now, in the past, I've reviewed a couple of different Brunello Cucinelli frames, but they were a part of the collaboration they had between Brunello Cucinelli and Oliver Peoples. And about a year ago, they actually broke off and are now making their own frames with no co-branding. So these sunglasses are completely made by Brunello Cucinelli here. So let's go ahead and get into this review. But first off, I gotta thank our website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, our website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. All right, so let's do a quick unboxing. There's gonna be a little protective cover here that's gonna cover the main box. And we can see it says Brunello Cucinelli there on top. Now, if we open it up, we can see it does have a hinge, which is kind of a nice little presentation. And we can again see it says Brunello Cucinelli. And then if we take a look here at this little piece, we can see it has some information about Brunello Cucinelli, and then of course that little manual there as well. Let's go ahead and put that to the side, and here we can see the Brunello Cucinelli case that looks very similar to the Oliver Peoples Brunello Cucinelli case that I've reviewed in a previous video or several videos. And then last but not least, here at the bottom, we can see a little soft pouch that says Brunello Cucinelli. Again, very similar to the Oliver Peoples one, basically identical. However, it doesn't have the Oliver Peoples branding. And then here on the inside of this, we can see just another nice microfiber cleaning cloth that is oversized. That's going to allow us to clean the sunglasses very easily. So let's go ahead and put this to the side and then take a look at the actual sunglasses themselves. So here we can see the case, and it is absolutely beautiful. It has very nice stitching throughout. I really like the transition from this like suede material to the leather. Now, if we go ahead and open this up, we can see it does say made in Italy. And I don't think the Brunello Cucinelli Oliver Peoples collection did say made in Italy on the case. I could be wrong, but these do say made in Italy right there, which is a nice touch as well. And then here we can see the actual sunglasses, and they definitely are beautiful here. I really love this lens color, and they do have the little protective sleeves there over the temples there as well. So just a really cool unboxing experience, but overall nothing too vastly different than the experience you get when you unbox a pair of Oliver Peoples collaboration with Brunello Cucinelli. So let's go ahead and pop these sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 50mm lenses and a 20mm Bridgency standard and only lens size that these sunglasses are produced in, so they're not made in a larger or a smaller lens size. Now, as far as the exact colorway that we have in today's video goes, these have their Nero acetate frames, and then the lenses are their terracotta crystal all glass lenses. Now, as far as the price of these sunglasses goes, because one of the most important things, these are going to run you $1,005, which is absolutely crazy expensive for the average person. But for those of you who are not familiar with Brunello Cucinelli, they sell, button-down shirts that are like $800, $900. So it's not too out of order for them to be producing $1,000 sunglasses. So in today's video, we're gonna be doing a full review of these frames and a deep dive of the actual quality and seeing if they are worth that eye-watering price tag or not. The sunglasses certainly have a beautiful and luxurious style to them. They really do look incredible on the face. I really, really do like the styling of these sunglasses. They definitely look extremely Italian, which of course makes sense because Brunello Cucinelli is an Italian brand. However, these sunglasses are made in Japan, which is actually a good thing. The absolute best eyewear in the world is made in Japan, especially when it comes to acetate frames and titanium frames as well. So it's actually a good thing these frames are not made in Italy and that they are being made in Japan. Now, if we take a close look at the metal accents that are on the front of the sunglasses, we can see there's actually some beautiful etching through them. And I've really not seen that on many other sunglasses. That is a really, really nice touch and definitely adds a lot of character and premium quality to this particular pair of sunglasses, having that beautiful etching there. Now, speaking of etching, if we move down the outside temples, we can see the exposed wire core, which says Brunello Cucinelli. And we can see it runs all the way down the frame. This is definitely a lot harder to produce than a pair of sunglasses that doesn't have a transparent window like this. So the acetate is going to be clear and also black at the same time. And the transition here is absolutely perfect. Now, there also is some linear lines that go behind the Brunello Cucinelli logo and definitely looks very classy and nice, but it's nothing too spectacular, nothing too over the top. If you follow the wire core all the way down to the outside e-rest, we can see the Brunello Cucinelli family crest there in both the left and the right hand side etched into the wire core, which again is a really, really nice and classy touch here. They definitely could have made something a little bit more splashy like JMM sunglasses with some of their wire cores, but I think Brunello Cucinelli wanted to make it clean and simple yet sophisticated. At the same time, they did a really good job. Now these sunglasses have 5-barrel all-metal hinges, and they feel really good and substantial when opening and closing them. Very, very nice. However, they are only 5-barrel hinge. Typically, if you're spending $1,000+ on a pair of sunglasses, you're gonna want them to have 7-barrel all-metal hinges. Now, with that being said, these 5-barrel hinges are still extremely robust. And they do have some etching on them as well, but definitely kind of disappointing that they are not a true 7-barrel all-metal hinge. Now, if we take a look here at the inner right temple of the sunglasses, we can see it has some information there etched into a metal plaque, and I imagine that information is gonna be in Italian, so I'm actually not sure what it says. And then here in the inner right temple sunglasses, it says made in Japan. Now in the inner left temple frame, we can see a color code in model information that's going to be etched into the acetate, so it's not going to come off over time. And then the same etching there in the inner left temple. And I'm actually gonna put what this means right here. I'm gonna use Google Translate after. And then lastly, we can see a Jarad cursive writing here, because that's the model name, and it is painted and etched. So you can feel that it actually is etched and then it's painted on top, which is definitely a little bit hard to produce as well. So pretty nice stuff there. And then here in the very bottom of the frame, we can see an etching, which is going to be your exact serial code for your pair of sunglasses. And that's gonna be there on every authentic pair of these sunglasses. So if it doesn't have that etching there, it's definitely not going to be authentic. Now, something that's not going to translate very well on video is the angularity of these sunglasses. There's so many high precise angles on this particular pair of sunglasses. There's really no flat spots. Everything has some curvature to it. And especially the temples here, it's gonna be thin, then it gets fat, and then it gets thin again. And again, just all over this pair of sunglasses is a ton of lines, which again, is gonna make them harder to produce and just really, really nice. And when you handle a pair of sunglasses in person and when you actually see them in person, that's really, really going to make them pop. And I wish I could kind of translate this on video a little bit better. Obviously, you can see some of these angles here, but just really, really angular pair of sunglasses, adding a lot of style to the particular pair of frames, making it look not monotonous. I've definitely seen and reviewed sunglasses with this kind of lens shape to it before, and they just look kind of generic and boring. These don't look generic and boring at all when you put them on face, and of course, when you see them in person. Now, as far as the lens quality goes, these lenses are absolutely beautiful, and I really do love these lenses. The outlook is going to be nice and warm, and they're going to increase the colors and the contrast. These are a non-polarized lens, but they are crystal. All glass lenses are going to offer very good scratch resistance, and they're also going to block 100% of UVA and UVB rays. Now, these are a category 2 lens, so they're going to be good for bright days, but not extremely bright and harsh sunny days where you'd want a category 3 lens. Now, what's good about these category 2 brown lenses is you can definitely get away with wearing these sunglasses indoors. So if you're at an indoor-outdoor party, you can just leave the sunglasses on, or maybe if you're at an indoor restaurant with bright lighting, you can definitely still wear these sunglasses. And because your eyes are still going to be visible, you can hold eye contact and have a conversation with somebody at the dinner table, and you're not going to look too out of place with your sunglasses on. And because of that, it's going to be a very, very wearable pair of sunglasses. They're not going to have to worry about taking on and off all the time. But with that being said, the weight is definitely something that's going to be a really big negative here. They're going to come in at 62 grams with the frames and the lenses. So if you wear these sunglasses for, more than 2 hours, 3 hours, you're definitely going to feel some discomfort here on the nose and here around the ears as well. 62 grams is definitely one of the heaviest pairs of sunglasses that we've ever reviewed on the YouTube channel, and you just can't get away with the weight just being extremely heavy. Now, as far as the balancing goes, they're pretty decently balanced because the temples are super heavy as well. Both the all glass lenses and the thick acetate construction here, they're just going to be extremely heavy. So you're really not going to want to wear these for too long, which is definitely a little bit disappointing. But that's just the trade-off when you have a beautiful pair of acetate sunglasses with all glass lenses. They're going to be heavy no matter what brand makes them. And if we take a look at the top left lens, we can see the Brunello Cucinelli logo there as well. Now, the sunglasses do have an oleophobic coating and an AR coating here on the backside of the lens as well. So cleaning them is very easy. And also the AR coating is really important to block sunlight coming in, bouncing off the lens at an angle, coming into your eye, causing discomfort. So really, really nice lenses there. there, definitely a big thumbs up with those. Now, as far as coverage from the sun goes, these are also going to offer poor coverage from the sun. So here up top, you can see a pretty big gap to let sunlight in and protected. And here on the side, again, a really big gap to let sunlight in and protected, but that's why it's really nice that they do have that AR coating on the back side of the lens. Now, as far as styling goes, I really do love this pair of sunglasses. I think it looks really, really nice and classy. So with Brunello Cucinelli, you can definitely tell that Luxottica is trying to compete with really high-end brands like JMM, and they've also made a couple really high-end versions of eyewear for some of their other brands. Those, of course, are going to be a little bit more cheaper alternatives to JMM, where these are basically priced at the exact same price level as JMM. And as far as the quality goes, honestly, these are going to be very, very similar. The quality here is really, really good. Even though it is made by Luxottica, these are still being made in the same city as JMM. So a lot of the same tooling, etc. is being used. And the craftsmanship and the training is going to be, again, similar to these and the people who make JMM sunglasses, from what I've been able to gather. So a really beautiful pair of sunglasses. Overall, I really, really do like these, but one of the main issues I think a lot of people are going to have is the fact that these sunglasses are made by Luxottica. If you're spending $1,000+, there's definitely a lot of Japanese-owned companies that you could buy eyewear from and just completely skip Luxottica, because a lot of people don't like Luxottica, but I think these are gonna be a pretty good alternative. Now, something that I do like about these frames is they're not individually numbered. So JMM, to kind of keep the price extremely high on a lot of their sunglasses, do limited editions of basically every single pair of sunglasses. Every single pair of sunglasses is numbered, whether it's 1 through 500, or typically it's like 1 through 250 or something like that. Everything is numbered, and they basically manufacture scarcity, where with Luxottica, with these pair of sunglasses from Brunello Cucinelli, they're gonna make 1 million of these, not really, but they're gonna make as many of these as the consumer wants, and they're not going to try to build fake scarcity, if that makes sense. So potentially, you're going to be able to find these on the pre-owned market for substantially cheaper. And actually, speaking of that, we do have this exact pair of sunglasses available on our website for about 50% off the original MSRP. I think if you can buy this pair of sunglasses for around $650, I think the price definitely makes a lot more sense when it comes to the Brunello Cucinelli sunglasses. I think that's where a pair of Japanese pair of frames like these really kind of should be sitting, around that like $550, $650 mark. I think if you're spending $1,000+ for these, that's just way too much money, in my personal opinion. So I want to get these at a pretty decent price if I am picking them up. But overall, the quality is really good. The whole unboxing experience, as you saw, is really nice and classy and fancy. I do love the styling of this pair of sunglasses. And at the end of the day, you're getting a beautiful pair of acetate sunglasses with all glass lenses, all the coatings and everything that you could ever want on them as well. And I really do like the styling from Brunello Cucinelli. I absolutely love the All for People's Brunello Cucinelli collaboration that I reviewed, and I really do wish they kept making those, because those sunglasses are much more affordable than these are. But that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below, and of course, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and then you'll be notified every single time I upload a brand new video just like this one to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.